Hi YouTube, this is North Shore Prepper. Today I want to show you something I saw on YouTube, and I can't take credit for it, but I think it's a really simple and easy, cute idea that in a pinch will help you have light when light goes out. Or if you have outside barbecues or whatever. I've used them in my bathroom the last few days. So, okay, what you're going to need is the solar light from Walmart. This one's $2.49. They come in a box of, I think about 12 of them for $2.49. You're going to need a quart-sized jar. Anything with a wide mouth is what I use. So I kind of used one of my fancy jars. I don't necessarily think that this is going to stay a nightlight, but we'll see. So I put tin foil in them just because I was trying to play with things to see how I get the light to reflect a little more. What I'm actually going to do is go to the science surplus store that we have here and see if I can get mirror fragments and throw the mirror fragments in there. And so let me show you how this is done. It's super, super easy. You're going to ruin a wide mouth band, but it's worth it. So you have your $2.49 light, okay? You just pop it off. This, do whatever, hold on to. I don't hoard things, so probably going to end up in the garbage. Your light, just a little solar light. It has a piece of paper here in between the AA battery that's inside those 3 screws against the AA battery and the contact in there so the light does not go on. You want to leave that there maybe until you're ready to use the light. Or if you use the light and you feel like pushing it back in there, you can do that. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do, but I did it. Okay, so then you have your wide mouth band. You need a pliers. So you're just going to take the band and you're going to go to the edge and you're going to bend it up. This is going to take a couple of seconds because what you want to do is you want to, I'm trying to make it so you can see it, but I'm left-handed and that's not the easiest thing to do. Just bend that up a little bit all the way around. Going to have to go around a few times. The first time I just bend it up, slightly. Okay, slightly bent it up. Take your light. See if your light fits in there yet. Not yet. Bend it up some more. So just go along the edge of your light and bend it. And I'm sure if you spent a little more time than I did, you could make it look a little prettier if you're going to put these outside for a backyard party or whatever. Neither one of my bathrooms have windows in them. And I put these in the front window during the day, and at night I throw them in the bathroom, and hopefully whoever gets up in the middle of the night to potty doesn't have to turn a light on. In the end, hopefully saves a couple of bucks. Okay, let's see if we're ready to put it on. Not quite. Oh, wait. Ha. So, like I said, a little fiddly, but it'll work. We need to bend it some more. Okay. Bending it. And hopefully it fits. You don't want to overbend because then it's going to fall out. Okay. And probably should not push it on the counter like that because I don't want to ruin the light bulb. This will just be really nice in case of an emergency. You can throw them back in a box, in the canning box, so you have, you can just pull them out. Well, in the internet video a YouTube video that I watched, they filled the jar with matches and other survival things, which is ideal. I haven't pursued that yet because, like I said, I just used them in my bathroom. Okay, so now we're at the point where it's going to slide on. You don't want it loose. Okay. There we go. So now it slid right in, okay? I'm just going to push it as far as I can. And not as far as I can, but just enough so the ring can still go on the jar. Give me a wide mouth jar. Take this random band off of this one. I think this jar is a little too big, but it'll work for now, so you can see what I'm doing. You put it on. Okay, I'm not going to pull the orange tab out of this one because I want to really save this one. You put it on. That's what you have. You end up with, my tinfoil out. You end up with this. Then it charges with the sun and it goes on instantly. I'm going to go turn my kitchen lights off so you can see what those guys do. So that's what they look like. Oh, you're seeing my background. You're seeing the light reflecting off the knives. Hold on. So it's a pretty bright light. I mean, there's definitely a difference with the tinfoil and without the tinfoil, but you can see it up against the jelly jar box. And if you had to take this into wherever your bug out bags were, or read something on a medicine label, that jar is dirty, or read something on a medicine label, you would definitely be able to do it with this. The one with the tinfoil, I love. It's so bright. That's why I'm looking into putting something more reflective in there. Also, if you, the lid was loose on that, if you flip it over, you know, you can set it out on your patio table or whatever if you have company and have light. So there's your two jars, one with tinfoil, one without. And I think that for the $2.49 of the light, you're sacrificing a ring for your jar and a jar. This is pretty good for just to have in your store for an emergency. And one of the videos, I'll link his name, it was John, sorry I don't have it off the top of my head, but I'll link, definitely give credit where credit is due. Oh, I think probably because I only had it in the light for a couple seconds. Let's turn the light back on. $2.49 for the light, and let's say $1 for the jar and the lid. So for $3.49 you have a solar flash. There we go. $3.49 you have a solar flashlight, which in my opinion is a great deal. And if you have kids who are afraid of the dark, this is something you can just throw in there and not worry about. And so I'll put the I'll give kudos in my comments to the maker, the original maker of the jars. And you can see now this is just charging under my light in my kitchen. There's no sun, and it's working pretty good. So they stay on. I think we probably put them in there when it gets a little bit dark, and by the time it's getting light at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, they're dimming out a little bit. So they do their job, and it's just a nice little trick to have. Also a little, you do a housewarming gift. You can get the new blue jars that they have out just for the anniversary and do that. I haven't found any of those yet, so when I do, I will throw one of these lights in a blue jar and we can just see how cute it is. So this is North Shore Prepper saying thank you for watching and subscribe.